One father and his two sons in Massachusetts were caught doing a scam involving what we call a practice in the name of 10% timing. All right, it's pretty much taking 10% of something. So the actual scam was based on helping people who had lottery or lotto prizes to claim those on behalf of those people, hence taking a 10% fee in the process in order to help out those people to avoid taxes to be paid on the money they won on the lottery. All right, and when you look at the amount of money they made doing this scam for so many years before they got caught, man, we're talking about $21 million. So the whole thing works like this. You want something going from $600 all the way up to, whatever, the service. And the service is consistently based off we go and we claim the money for us so that you don't have to pay that whatever 50, 40, 60% tax cut on the price, all right? Especially if you do have any type of child support money, alimony that you owe to the IRS, because that will be deducted on your prize money. So they were supposed to give you the 10%, the 90% and give you the 10%. And for some of the people or a lot of people involved into the scam, they did not do that, right? So we're talking about Ali Jaafar, 63 years old, 31 years old, in the name of Mohamed Jaafar, and then Yousef Jaafar, 28. All of the three had a pretty well machine around either, first of all, getting names and acquaintances from, the stores around the corner where lots of people were buying those lottery tickets or, scratches, etc., etc. So they knew exactly pretty much from the entire city who had what type of winning based on whatever type of game, right? Lottery, states, city, etc., etc. So because they had that network, it was easy for them to actually approach people and tell them, hey, do you want to keep 90% instead of just 50 or 60 or 40% of that money price? I can help you out, okay? So that was how the whole scam works. And it lasted for multiple years until the IRS people and the lottery people decided to pay a closer look into the activities of these three guys. Why? Because not only they hold the record in the entire states of Mass of pretty much the first, the second, and the third biggest ticket winner holder. That means any big tickets from lotto prices to, whatever scratcher, these guys were the one owning records of wins. So for this much time, back-to-back years, to actually hold those records, there had something to be happening. There had to be something going on behind the scenes in order for that. Because I don't care how maths or experts at, probability or statistic you may be, you don't get that lucky, man. You don't get that lucky because, it's just a lottery game, all right? So to win year after year after year after year after year, they have to beat something fishy. So that's how they started to flag and raise red flags to the entire scam. But the first consequence were they were banned. They were banned of actually claiming any winning prize on the lottery, all right? But it didn't stop them from continuing the scam, because not only they were still charging people and not even giving the money to some of the people, but also there were irregularities and fraud being made when they were actually filing their own tax returns. Because the father, Ali Jaafar, in 2017 didn't file any taxes at all, and the last time he did file a tax, I think it was around 2020 or 2018, he bumped the amount of loss into gambling to make sure it will offset the amount of winning prize from this scam on the Lotto they were getting from people in order to not pay taxes. Though that was another red flag that actually attracted the attention of the authorities. So after these two red flags were raised, special agents were sent out. So pretty much that the IRS works like the FBI. It's a federal agency. So when you mess up with Uncle Sam, they're gonna make sure you don't get away that easily. So what happened is investigation started, and then that's how the whole scam was discovered. So not only they are going to jail, but I think they are going to repay all the money. But the big question is, will that money be even, stored anywhere? Because I mean, if you hold that kind of cash or that kind of money and you're able to hide that from the IRS, you have to be pretty good at fraud. Now, what strikes me a lot is the stupidity. How people who are actually winning at Lotto or lottery tickets will be willing to pay somebody they don't know, they never heard of, just because they want to hide or avoid paying taxes on that. I mean, if you win $600, it's not going to be your life-changing money. Now, even if you win 1 million to $5 or $10 million, it is still a life-changing money even after paying taxes. Now, when you think about it, I think one of the reasons why the scam was being successful for that long is because in that specific area, right, where they were living, they were also targeting lots of people who not only have owe back taxes to the IRS, okay, because whenever you owe back taxes, whenever you owe some kind of money, jury duty, not jury duty, but child support, whenever there is something that you owe to the authority, to the IRS, that will be deducted from the money you are claiming from any Lotto ticket. So people were also avoiding that to be paid, and that's why I think made the success of this scam. So the lesson I think it's to be learned here is, guys, first of all, never ever try to avoid paying taxes. All right? I mean, avoid pretty much doing any type of fraud involving the IRS, because I mean, this is the US. IRS is a federal agency, so it's pretty much like the FBI or the CIA, but more like FBI. So they're gonna make sure they double down on you and crack you down when it comes to uncovering the money you pretty much stole from them, all right? When it comes to taxes. Second of all, pay your taxes, people, all right? So if you work hard, whether you do through, a business, a side hustle, a gig, or just having a 9-to-5, in order to have peace of mind, tranquility, and being able to sleep without, and live your life without having to fear and to look back and see if you were being chased or followed, just pay your taxes. That's easy for everybody.